Today, we're going to talk about the future. We're going to talk about artificial intelligence. We're going to talk about Gen Z. We're going to talk about technology that empowers behavior and how things are going to shift. Most of our expectations around AI comes from entertainment. It's Skynet and Terminator. We're going to become batteries in the Matrix. HAL 9000 from Space Odyssey. But the reality is there are three types of AI. There's artificial narrow intelligence, which is kind of the Siri or Alexa voice services or Google Assistant, which we're working with on a daily basis. Artificial general intelligence. Think about an incredibly smart Alexa, right, that can answer any specific questions that you may have. And ultimately, super AI.
And this is a key point to consider about innovation. When we talk about innovation and true disruption, it's about removing a barrier. But also by building on something. Three primary reasons. The first is data. In the last year, we created 10 trillion gigabytes of data in the last 12 months. 10 trillion. So data, though, is oil for artificial intelligence. The second reason is this ever-evolving advancement in algorithms. You may have heard of machine learning, which is human-coded algorithms, or deep learning, which is artificial intelligence systems training themselves, or computer vision or image processing. But the fact that we have all of this data, plus these algorithms, plus this decreasing cost of graphical processing units, is all leading towards this golden age of AI.
You look at the AR kit that's launching, it's immediately going to make Apple the largest augmented reality platform upon launch. So it's going to allow us as developers to take and provide experiences. You can look at different portal experiences, taking and extending entertainment experiences. It's got stable motion tracking. And so this is a massive leap forward. And specifically on the hardware side, you've got Apple now integrating the A11 Bionic chips from a hardware perspective. And that's going to allow more processing to happen directly. So many of the beginning introductory courses are based on this idea of the principles of marketing, right? Which is the 4 Ps: product, price, place, promotion. It's kind of a foundation for how you create campaigns and connect with consumers. Through intelligent systems, I see kind of a new 4 Ps that are either additive to that or could potentially replace it. And that's psychographics, that's predictive, that's proxy, and that's pervasive. The camera in AR is separate from AI, is separate from blockchain, is separate from all these technologies. The reality is, all of these technologies are converging to redefine how we interact within our environments. And so it's important to understand the behaviors that are driving this. That's why I always like to look at and better understand the behavior that's driving the usage of technology, or is the technology driving the behavior?
An hour and a half a day game, and about 15 minutes every single day listening to music. And you start thinking about why we keep talking about Gen Z. By 2020, Gen Z is going to represent 40% of consumers in the United States. And their behaviors and expectations are going to impact the experiences that we as individuals will have and how technology evolves. And it may be in your living room or your kitchen right now. The reality is we're all carrying virtual assistants around our pocket. So the key thing to consider with voice, and we're moving towards a time where artificial intelligence is going to basically redefine how we interface and interact with technology. We're going to move from desktop to mobile to voice, vision, and touch. So we're already interacting and interfacing with voice in the The key thing to understand is that voice is going to be the first area that's going to drive mass adoption, and that is the evolution experience. Thank you.